Hi guys. I'm really sorry this is late, but my work week has been completely bizarre and insane. Um, so I'm supposed to have today off, and I have so much to get done that I actually am having to work from home to get some of that crap out of the way. But this is going to get done, and I'm going to get uploaded on Friday, I swear. Um, so the thing I never thought I'd do, I could answer like everyone else, because to a certain extent, I knew I would meet you guys in Florida. That was never like a question. But the first time I went to go meet Sarah, and especially the first time I went to go meet Kat, I never in a million years would have thought I'd go overseas for the first time in my life to meet someone I'd never actually met. Um, and I also never thought I might actually be held up by customs because they thought I was going to get married. FYI, if any of you guys go visit Kat, do not tell them you're meeting someone from online. They will freak out. They will think either if you're Cody that you're wanting to get married or if you're Anna that you're wanting to marry your lesbian girlfriend. And they will give you the 20 questions, all the drills, and kind of threaten not to let you in the country. So don't do that. So I'm not going to answer that because that's boring and everyone else has done that. There's probably two other things that I've done that I never thought I would have gotten through or never thought I'd give it a shot. Number one being online dating, which has worked out fabulously for me. I went on a handful of really, really awkward dates, and I got to the point that I'd swore off. I was like, I'll do one more date and then I'm done. And that's when I met Brandon. So anyone who asked me on a date to go to a bookstore, sold, not a problem. And we've been together over 3 years now, so pretty awesome. The other thing is in high school, I went on a church trip, ironically enough, a Catholic church trip. I am Baptist, or was Baptist anyway. And they were going on a canoe trip, and my boyfriend at the time was going, and I desperately wanted to go because my friends were all going, my boyfriend was going. I didn't really know what I was signing up for. And it was a wilderness canoe trip. Like, we were in a wilderness resort, or not resort, I guess, lands at a side where you couldn't have anything electronic at all. No lighters, no cell phones, no anything. And it was a week-long canoe trip where you carried everything you had, your tents, your food, and you went across all these various little lakes and creeks and offshoots off of Lake Michigan and Lake Superior, I believe. I was up in Minnesota in the middle of summer, and it was 106, I think, when we left Dallas, and when we got to Ely, Minnesota, it was, I think the high was 50. It was the most ridiculous experience of my life, carrying canoes and packs of food and clothes and tents across, 2-mile-long portages, and, it was ridiculous. At one point, the campsite north of us on one of our stops had to leave, and we saw them floating down, the creek. Asked what they were doing, and said that a bear had just attacked their camp. So I somehow managed to make it through that thing. I came through way tanned, my arm's incredibly buff, all in time for my senior year, so it was a very interesting experience. I would probably do it again with a little bit more preparation. My favorite Christmas movie is The Nightmare Before Christmas, which Anna stole again. Other than that, it's probably A Christmas Story. I think it's one of those movies, it's hilarious, it's iconic. If you go up to anyone and say, "You'll shoot your eye out, kid," they're going to know exactly what you're talking about. I also grew up loving Prancer, which no one really knew what that was. Brandon says it's overplayed, but I'd only seen it once too, so I'm with you guys. Musicals. I love musicals. If you guys didn't get the impression off of Kat's video. I've always loved musicals. I guess it comes from growing up with Disney where everything's musical anyway. My favorite musicals are obviously Wicked, which I've seen at least 5 times. I'm not sure, I've lost count. I've seen Rent. I love Rent. The Phantom of the Opera. I love The Phantom of the Opera. My favorite off-Broadway is The Fantastics, and if you guys haven't seen that, you need to. There's a movie, it's okay. It's got one of the Backstreet Boys in it, I think. But the actual play is it's a very small black box, not much of a set, no props, but it's fabulous, and I highly recommend it. The music is great, the story is hilarious. It's all about 2 kids who are in love, And they think their parents hate each other, so it's very Romeo and Juliet, when in reality the parents want them to get together. So they're faking this feud in order for the kids to get together, and you would think the story would end after everyone's happy, but then it goes into how everything isn't all rose-colored glasses and perfect once you get what you want. The life is a little bit more difficult than that, and they learn to appreciate each other for different reasons. I love musicals so much that I actually went and worked at an organization here called Dallas Summer Musicals, and they go from like March until August doing week-long musical runs of everything from Wicked to smaller things like Stomp and things like that. But we wouldn't work there. It was minimum wage. It took an hour for me to drive there, but I got to go see every musical for free when I was on shift. So fabulous. Loved it. I wish it wasn't so far to drive, or I would probably do it again. Cody asked our favorite Harry Potter book, and I have two. I've always loved The Goblet of Fire. I think I like reading about the tasks. Something about that has always appealed to me. It's one of those books that I've read probably at least twice as many times as the rest. But lately The Half-Blood Prince has been my other favorite. I like the character development and how much the characters seem to really kind of grow up. And there's a lot of really important dark things. I mean, heck, Dumbledore dies. Hello. But at the same time, there's a lot of really trivial, silly things, but to anyone who's ever been that age, you know, finally getting up the guts to kiss the girl you like, or admitting how you felt for the past however many years is one of those things that is every bit as scary as fighting a Death Eater. And I really like the transposition of those two. Kat's question is freaking impossible. 3 things that remind you of everyone. I had to write these down because otherwise I'd be here for 30 minutes trying to figure it out. For Anna, it's definitely cameras and badgers and driving hats. I'll never look at any of those things the same way again. For Cody, it's martial arts and snow and Little Brothers. Kat is tails and ice cubes and rats, which ours kind of go hand in hand on that last one. For Sarah, Kat's stole my pancakes, so I'm going to go with Orlando Bloom, and Shakespeare and karaoke, because you're always singing, and you sing better than I can, and I wish I could sing that well. What question do I want to ask? I want to know what your secret hidden talent is, if you've got one. It could be serious, like Sarah singing, or, you know, something silly. I'm horribly untalented when it comes to most things, but I can wrinkle my tongue. And I know Kat figured out how to do it eventually, but that's my weird talent, and I will see you guys later. Bye.